still be together, you and I, because we are here live at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. We are on our Sunday fun day. Just love our day. Yes, indeed, we are connecting to you, and we're going to be answering questions right here, live in the feed. So how excited are you to tap in and tune in to what the possibilities may be for you for this week? And how about that Mercury retrograde? Kind of just went retrograde on Sunday, and it's Sunday, and my goodness, I felt the earth move under my feet. I'm feeling the sky tumbling down. Things are going to be a rocking and a shaking right around this Mercury retrograde, and from what I've heard from some of my friends in astrology high places, it's going to be a year of change. And from this year of change, we're going to have to take a good look at what we really want and make some high choices. And here it is, relinquish all control. Oh, I think my little heart skipped a beat on that one. I was like, what? Nope. Going to have to let go and let God. Just going to have to turn that steering wheel over to the good Lord and say, you got to have me covered, God, because Lord knows where I'm going to end up. But right now I'm choosing to recognize what no longer serves. Because truly having faith, truly having trust, is allowing things to be uncomfortable and trusting it's going to work out. And you don't have to worry about that. You have to know that everything is going to be okay. And you've got to let the worry go to the side. Don't worry, be happy. You want to know that you have the power inside of you to reap a great reward. And you can't let the circumstances and conditions bring you down. I understand. We're used to things the way they are. But what happens? What happens when you change? There's a newness that comes into your world. There's a sense of excitement. There's new ideas that get stimulated. When you keep doing the same thing, it's hard to get a different result, downright impossible. And for some of us, we've been doing the same thing for a while. So what can you change? And I know for those of you who like to be very planning and one step after another, you say, well, SarahSpiritual, I can't change everything. Well, no, if you don't have to, unless you get forced to, then pick something that you can change. It's often easy when you move one thing for something else to fall into place. Kind of reminds me of that game Bejeweled. You know, the one we play on the computer screen. We've got to line up the diamonds, line up the colors, line up the shapes. So you're sitting there lining them all up, and then you move one over and you line them up, and then they drop down and they all recalibrate. I want you to imagine your life like a game of Bejeweled. Anything, and just see where the colors shake down and what kind of happens next. It's your opportunity to make it happen. And Mercury retrograde is going to be banging the drum for you to make the change. And it's going to hold you accountable. And it's going to, well, do a little craziness with your mind and your emotions. This is a time where Mercury is going to ask you to take a good look at where you are and what are your feelings around the whole thing. And to choose happiness, to choose joy. Now, we in the spiritual community, we've been on this happiness kick, right? We want you to be happy. We want you to be harmonious. We want you to feel all the joy in your world. But life has got us a little conditioned. So as we move forward, We kind of lose sight of what makes me happy, what makes me joyous. How can I create something new and different? And what does that look like and feel like? And how are you going to feel when you make the change? What happens if you don't like it? It's okay. You have that power. You have the power to make the change any way you desire, and to make adjustments along the way. Nothing has an opportunity to slow you down unless you give it permission. You choose. I know that everywhere we go in this world, we are faced with new things. So just because you go out and there's a new day and new experiences and you don't see the same people walking down the street at the same exact time, why do you expect your life to remain the same? Mercury Retrograde wants you to take a good look at change. Oh, yes. Have a deep cleansing breath on that one, because change is coming. We have changes coming in the world. We've got changes coming in governments. We've got changes coming on the planet. We can feel the earth moving and shaking. You need to move and shake. You need to move and shake and trust that something good is coming for you. So what do we have going on for you today? Well, we're going to put some cards down. We're going to do a connection to see what the group has to learn and grow from. We're going to give a universal group message. And of course, today we are going to tap in and answer your questions, your highest power good questions. And I really want you to structure your questions in this way: your name, your birthday, and a question that's really of some higher learning for you today. Because Mercury Retrograde is going to ask you to be accountable, is going to ask you to take care of things that you've put off for a long time. Are there things that you're putting off for a long time that have to be handled, that you need to take a look at? Do you have something tucked in a drawer somewhere that needs to be handled and you didn't get to it? In the back of your mind, you know it's there. Well, that's robbing you of your joy. Why don't you just tackle it now and get it over with? Because otherwise, it's going to come right smack in your face. Right there, boom, right there, you're going to see it. Then what do? You are in more energetic control than you realize. Not physical control, energetic control. Because you, by what you choose to feel and how you choose to look at your life, what you choose to focus your attention upon, acknowledging the feelings, the good and the not so good, allowing the uncomfortable feelings to wash over you, to see where they originate from, let go of the memory, heal the memory, have a conversation with someone if necessary, or if not, etherically have a conversation and tell them how you feel so that you can be heard and release it. We don't need people to approve of us. We've been conditioned to do that, but you don't really need someone to be approving of you. You need to trust that you have a wonderful power inside of you. That is all the approval you need, because you're always tapped in and tuned in. You know, when we were growing up, we needed our parents to approve of us, because then we got the treat. We got to go play outside. We are based and grown on a reward system. Fear if we do wrong, reward if we do right. Fear if we don't listen, reward if we listen. You get to have your food if you eat all your food. If you don't like your food, don't want your food, you don't get your dessert. If you're good, we'll go for ice cream. Think of all the things our parents, in order to make life a little easier for themselves, a little easier so they can maneuver through, think of all the things that they did to just kind of make life go. Well, if you're good in the restaurant, you can play with your toys. If you're not good, then you're going to be punished when you go home. Right there, there was always an outcome for every action that we did. So we are conditioned to believe that every action we take, everything we do, is going to get something in return. But we don't need it at the approval of someone else. It will get something in return from the universe now, because you're the creator of your destiny, you're creator of your experience, your emotions, your thoughts, your attention. They're generating out. And as you hold the vibration in the thought, happy feelings, connective energies, these are going to bring forth to you what you want. And then you have the choice, if that's the version that you want. If it's not the experience that you want, you go inside and you say, who inside of me, what part of me, what aspect of me, maybe isn't quite feeling ready for this, or as emotionally attached to the outcome of what we want it to be like. Maybe we're too concerned about it. Maybe we're squeezing the joy out of it because it has to be just so. What is it that you are focusing your attention on? We're going to have to put on our grown-up clothes right about now and really take a good look at what we've created thus far for ourselves, and certainly what's not working, and let go of fear. You know, we look in fear an outcome that's not desired because we're not planned for it. But you can't control that. Those of us here in South Florida, we experience hurricanes. Those of you on the West Coast, you have earthquakes. Wherever you are, there's something. Center of the country, we have tornadoes. So think, you don't have much warning, if any at all. Those of us with hurricanes, at least we have a few-day wrap-up to get ready. But what time do you really have? It just kind of comes upon you. Yet, in the knowing that it's a potential possibility, without fearing it, we could have a certain level of preparedness. We prepare for the hurricane. Now, when a tornado comes, we don't really have much time to prepare. We just need to know what's the plan in case it happens. So what's your plan? What's your plan if something doesn't go the way you want it to? And if you don't have a plan, then how do you learn to let go and accept that this is what I'm going to do, and if it doesn't work out, what's the worst that can happen? And knowing that you'll be fine. All the things that you've passed through in your life, however old you are here in the feed, everything that you've passed through, did it turn out as bad as you thought it would? Did everything happen horribly? Or did it look really bad going in? Maybe you had an off moment and then suddenly you landed on your feet. And everything worked out for you. Is that how it was for you? Because for many of you, that's how it flies. You worry, you worry, you worry. Oh my God, they're doing cuts at work. I don't know, I might lose my job. And we put ourselves in that state of fear. We rob ourselves of the joy. We put our body in fight or flight. We get anxious. We become a less than friendly person in the journey because we're so worried and agitated and aggravated. And then there we are in getting ready for the experience, and they lay off all these people around us and you still have your job. Or you lose your job, they give you a magnificent severance, you take a few days break or a few weeks, and in the process you send out a resume and you get a job that's even better than the job you had, and you got a vacation, and you didn't miss anything financially, and you actually are ahead. But we hear that people are recalibrating, repositioning people, and right away we're sure somebody's going to get let go, and it might be me. Well, don't say that. Because it's like telling the universe, direct all the energy, make sure it's me. Careful what you say. Careful what you indirectly wish for. Remember that the breath, the spoken word, the power that said, let there be light, is the same force with which you speak. You have the power to create anything. And you also have the power to love self and talk to yourself and say, okay, it's Mercury retrograde. Okay, there's some things going on in the world. Okay, there's some people who have a flu or a virus. There's some things going on. But okay, I am in a container of energy and I know that I'm good. I know that I'm safe. I have taken all the precautions, or I'm as prepared as I can be, and I trust. Faith is my armor. My trust is my sword to defeat anything that comes against me. And I'm always protected, and I'm fueled by the power of love. Imagine being fueled by the power of love and not needing anything else. We don't need anyone else's approval if we're fueled by the power of love. So, Mercury retrograde, we know you're here. And we know that you, Mercury retrograde, can make things a little uncomfortable for us. And so we'll make sure that we remember to shut off everything in the house before we leave. We'll make sure we know where our keys are. If we know that our battery is a little weak in our car, we'll take the time that's convenient in the next few days and change the battery so it doesn't go out. If we know something needs to get looked at or handled, we'll handle it so that you don't surprise us. We won't make any major decisions as far as contracts, home purchases. We'll try not to start a new job. We won't buy a house. Hopefully we didn't plan our marriage during Mercury retrograde. We will make choices that don't involve you, because we don't need the influence of the planet that governs communication and contracts and travel. We don't need that interfering with our outcome. But if we do, and we have to, because you're Mercury retrograde and you're here, and our life is already in motion, we're not going to be afraid of you, Mercury retrograde. No, no, no. You're a planetary influence. But the God inside of me, the God inside of you, is stronger. The destiny designed for you is stronger. So we will just cover our bases and make sure we know that everything's in place, and we'll move forward with all our plans. We are not afraid of you, big bad Mercury. Oh no, we are not. Because you give us pause to reflect. You, particularly this time in your positioning, you give us time to have a lot of old feelings and things come up, for us to process them a little bit more and to truly let them go and release our fears. So Mercury retrograde, we got this. And we know that you're here for the greatest good, and because it's your time to take a new position. But we here are standing firm in our belief that Mercury retrograde can give us the greatest opportunity to release and the greatest opportunity to be sure that we know, well, where some of our hang-ups are, so that we can make those adjustments. Because, hey, we all have hang-ups. So I actually, in this prep for today, I was looking through the books on my shelves, and we have a lot of interesting books. We've got a book on moonology, and we also have a book on Mercury retrograde. And so Mercury retrograde book is the Mercury retrograde book, and it's by Yasmin Boland and Kim Farnell. So it's a beautiful book. We have it here available at the center. So if you'd like, you can always call us here at the center and place your order for it, because it's a great book. And it talks about Mercury retrograde and how it impacts you, and depending on your astrology and where it's in your personal houses. But we're going to take a look at Mercury retrograde, and we're going to share this with you. The upside of Mercury retrograde in Pisces. Mercury retrograde today in Pisces. On one hand, the positive Mercury is the planet of the mind, where Mercury goes. Our minds follow. Mercury retrograde in a dreamy spiritual sign of Pisces, we no longer have time to focus on the mystical. That said, Pisces is already potentially a foggy sign, so Mercury retrograde can come up and bring up a lot of confusion. So if we're in this daydreamy kind of energy, maybe you're visualizing a new business, a new opportunity, maybe you're getting ready to make some business changes, and you think you've got a plan, and suddenly you're like, ruh-roh, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm a little worried, I'm a little concerned, I'm not feeling it, I don't know. Some of that confusion is just the shift in the energy. Spending your time on really sitting and being still and knowing what you want is important. If you had a dream that you abandoned, allow this time to help you revisit it, especially creative aspects, mystical aspects, and musical aspects. 5 things to do to make for a better Mercury retrograde. This is going to be interesting. Take meditation up again if you stopped. Listen to music that you loved years ago. Memories, bring them back. Rethink your boundaries. The line is over here and I'm not taking it anymore. Rediscover your kind and compassionate side. Have you gotten so agitated and filled with angst just trying to make it through the days? Let Mercury retrograde bring you back to your center of love and compassion and kindness. Reread some favorite books, rewatch favorite programs and films, and just get lost in your daydreams. Well, let's talk about how we can be prepared for Mercury retrograde. Watch out if your brain feels a little fuddled. You in a brain fog? Feeling a little verschummelt, verklempt? Not quite sure where to go? It's easy to smooth it out in your mind, but don't let any smooth talkers or smooth operators to get in your head. Make sure you know. It might make you a little more gullible right about now. And when your thoughts are redirected in these Piscean realms, know it's difficult to tell fact from fiction. There's going to be a lot of illusions going on. So you really need to be sure that what you think you see is what you see. So perhaps there's an opportunity that you want. And someone's saying, hey, look, it's a great deal. I can rent you the space, or it's going to go like this. And you're not sure. Don't be quick to know that it's definitely for you, because you might step into a bee's nest and it might really hurt when everything just comes flying out at you because you got caught up in the smooth talking and the illusion of what it could be. And those of you who tend to overindulge, maybe have some addictive personality, maybe you drink a little too much or party a little too much, whatever it might be, remember that all these emotions coming up may drive you to express yourself in the addictive ways that have been a little bit out of sorts in your personality that you're still healing. They may come up. Make sure that your conversations are clear in Mercury retrograde, and make sure that what you say and what you choose to do is understood and delivered in the timely fashion as promised. And if someone is supposed to complete a task for you, it's going to be really important for you to focus on those details and make sure that they're living up to their word and sticking to their timeline. And don't fret it if they're not. Expect a few bumps in the road, but you'll feel much better if you're just kind of punching a timeline to make sure everything is lining up. How Mercury is going to affect you. If you're an Aries or an Aries rising in your 12th house, if you're a Taurus, if you're a Gemini, if you're a Leo, all of these things in this book, and it talks about how it individually affects each one of you. So we're going to take a look at this a little bit later and kind of go to some of this further information and share it with you. But it's important because you want to see how this energy will affect you. So take a good look at Mercury in retrograde, and remember, big bad Mercury retrograde, we're not afraid of you. We got you this time. We are prepared. You might act like an earthquake, you might act like a hurricane, you might come up on us like a scary tornado, but we're ready for you. We're ready because we know what you can reel out, and anything you bring up that needs our attention, we are brave and we are courageous, and we are going to handle you just fine. Yes, indeed, we are ready for Mercury retrograde, and as we close out of the full moon that we just had, it was a beautiful full moon, we're getting ready for a new moon, and that's going to give you some new exciting energy to create in. So I love using Mercury retrograde as a time to release, to let go, and well, just let it be. And allow yourself to feel what you feel. So many of you have been on this fast pace that you haven't been feeling any of your emotions. You haven't really allowed yourself the time to just go, oh, thank God, I need a break. And if something comes up, to allow it up. We've been pushing a lot of emotions down because we're in this very high-driven pace in society, this need to achieve, this fight or flight, this get-her-done mentality. And we need to take a break, everyone. And Mercury retrograde will give you that break. And if you don't take the break, and self-care, well, Mercury retrograde has also a way of kind of making sure they kind of bring you down and make you rest So because of where Mercury retrograde is, it could impact your health. So take your vitamins, get your rest, make sure you're ready to do your best, but don't stress it. Make sure that everything you do, you're doing from a place of inner peace, love, and grace. Well, we're going to take a look at some of the comments that we have here on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page, and we're going to put out our group spread. I'm welcoming you here. If you just joined me, I am SarahSpiritual, and we're connecting to you here live at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. That's where I am in West Palm Beach, sunny Florida. Only we're kind of cloudy today, but that's good. There's always sunshine here in South Florida. So wherever you are, we hope Mother Nature's being great to you. The weather is beautiful and everything is looking great. And if it's not the best weather, well, this too shall pass. Rumor has it that the groundhog did not see his shadow, so they say spring is coming. Of course, there's two groundhogs that they talk to, and one of them doesn't agree with the other, so I guess it sounds like a political party debate to me. So we're going to see where we end up, but we're going to pray for spring to spring quickly. For those of you who had a chilly, cold winter, I know it's been a little cold up north, out in the Midwest, so we send you much love and sunshine. And we're going to get you some messages right about now. Let's take a look and see who do we have here in the chat room. Let's see here. Let's see. We've got Stacy. Hi, Stacy. Starway Amanda, good to see you. Starway Amanda had me on her radio show. Thank you so much for that. We've got Gina Ryan. We've got Nesh Donaldson, Cheryl Cove. Just quickly, just whoever's name jumps up. Cindy Farlin. We got Kelly. We got Elma. We got Joey Emmanuel. Holly Costanza Donaldson, Isabel Dobson, Isabel's in the UK, I believe, Danielle Thomas. We got people all across the globe joining us, and we're psyched. We are so psyched. I'm going to ask you, share the page out, share it out to groups. Don't overshare because we want to respect people's groups and space. But if there's a couple of groups that are near and dear to your heart, please take this minute, share it out to the group while I'm getting the cards ready for the group reading. Share it to some of your friends, send it to some of your friends in Messenger so that they can re-listen to this, especially someone you know who has a really hard time in Mercury retrograde. We want to make sure we all got ourselves ready and we have our Mercury retrograde first aid kit. I'm going to go to our cards and lay them out, but first let's check in with Helena. I know we had a brief moment of Mercury retrograde before we went live. But, of course, Helena, being the technological genius, got it all ready, reloaded, and here we are right on time. How are we doing over there now, Helena?
I'm having an issue with you. For some reason, I'm having an echo.
Oh.
I'm actually going to mute you for a minute while you shuffle those cards, because Mercury retrograde wants to retrograde all over your audio.
Okay. Well, we don't want me echoing. Okay.
That's okay. All right. So if you guys don't hear any audio for a second, I'll play Yellow Song. So hold on a second.
When I look to we are going to give this a whirl. We had a little echo, but that's okay. Well, we'll just have to do it. Cards, it is the month of love. I got sunshine. I got love. How you doing there, Helena? All right, our audio's better. See, how's that? We also have our Oracle of the Radiant Sun cards. We're going to pick from these in just a moment. But first, from our mystical wisdom, we're going to pick 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards. And then we're going to go to our romance angels for the group because this is our month of love. We're going to see what love messages we have for the group. I'm loving this. And there we go. And then we're going to go to our Radiant Sun cards. And I'm just loving these cards. They're beautiful. They acknowledge the astrology, but they focus on the energy of the sun. So I'm just loving these. So we're going to pick from this deck 4 cards for the group. And for some of you, I'll be using these cards individually. As you know, I'm listening to Spirit. I'm always getting these messages, steady stream, kind of like we're streaming live on Facebook. But for you, I'm going to take these cards. I'm going to get a nice view of this. We're going to pick 4 of these Radiant Sun cards. And then we're going to put them back together for you. And from there, we are going to begin this session here. How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody. We have a great money class. If you want the universe to show you the money, baby, you want to visit us Thursday night for our money class. I don't want to deal with that one. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Here we go. So we're going to start with our Radiant Sun cards. We picked 4 of them. And the first card up is resourcefulness. So some of you, particularly during this Mercury retrograde, are going to have to focus on being resourceful because you're going to need to handle some things. So take a look at what needs to be handled and do the right thing and handle everything necessary. And so as we take this card here, we have our card for resourcefulness. And then we have, next to this card, we're going to place the submission card. This means we are going to have to surrender the things that don't serve us anymore. We're going to have to surrender control. We're going to have to let it go. So being resourceful, releasing things, submission, I'm going to just submit to the universe and allow them to take care of me. Because then I'm going to go through a rebirthing period, which I think is appropriate right now. The sun cards are telling us we are going to be birthed again. There's a rebirth coming. And, you know, if you think about it, we just went through the new year of 2020 in January. But the astrological new year is just coming up in March. So we're starting a new birth. It's a new birthday for all of us, a new birth year. So we're really excited because through being resourceful and releasing and submission, we will have a birth. We will create something new. This is a year of creativity. We will birth ourselves into a new paradigm, and we have riches coming for us. And these are the riches, the highest wealth is going to be ours. So for those of you who felt that you've been struggling with your finances, that doesn't have to be this way anymore. Mindset, everyone. The mindset is, I am a wealthy being. All of my needs and desires are provided for me with ease and grace. Abundance is my birthright. I am the magnet that attracts the force of energy, of the currency of money, of the currency of abundance, of the current that sustains the universe to me, and I am open and receptive to receive it, and so it is. So great, great, great riches are coming for you. So we are ready and we are open for that. Now we're going to go to our mystical cards. And our mystical cards, they talk to us about dreams. Oh, dream weaver, I believe we can get you through the night. This is the dream. What are your dreams? We are being asked now at this time to take a look at what are your dreams. And what dreams? Think about what we were talking about in Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde in Pisces is asking you to take a look at those dreams, and the dreams that aren't working, let them go, release it, let the universe bring it back around. If there's dreams you've forgotten about or you didn't think were going to happen, maybe revisit them. Something from the past may come back up in a better version. Maybe it wasn't the right time before. So focus on your dreams, whether it's the dream of a business, whatever you have, allow it to come to you with ease and grace. And then we have friendship. So for a lot of you, it's a good time to take a look at friendships. These mystical cards tell us that it's a time of looking at your friendships, evaluating friendships, trusting that independent, self-relying. Look at our sun cards. They talked about resourcefulness. Now we're talking about self-reliance and submission, allowing here. And then we're birthing new ideas and opportunities. We're birthing our dreams. And here we have riches. And you know, riches come in so many forms. We talk about money, but there's riches in friendships, riches in visions, riches in connections, riches in love that can be found. So this is a powerful time right now for all of us. And what they're leading us to be open to is that if we open and trust that God has us, that the universe has our back, if we trust that, everything's going to be fine. We will be lifted up. You may think you're in this perilous, horrible, scary spot, like the world is just caving in. And your angels, your guides are just going to swoop in and lift you up. Now, does that mean that there's going to be some miraculous happening? Well, let me tell you, the miracles begin within you. You have to be open and receptive. If you're locked down in fear, you cannot see the goodness that can come. You're in this fetal position of fear, like I'm afraid. You're hard to reach. But if you're like, okay, I need some new ideas, I'm not feeling supported in this physical world, so I need assistance, higher self, inner being, knowing, outside force of angels and God that assist me, that speak within me, give me the wisdom to hear you. Allow me to submit to the silence so that I can hear the whisper of your influence that lets me know it'll be okay and which way to go. So many of us are so busy running around yapping our mouths, just yapping like crazy dogs with someone knocking at the door that they don't expect. Just yapping about our story and yapping about what's going wrong and just going and going and going and going and going like really like a mad rabid little dog. And it gets mind-boggling, and it's hard for you to hear yourself, and it's just constantly going. And that's all you become consumed with, and you just lose yourself in fear. And sometimes it's not audible, it's not verbal, it's what you're doing to yourself in your head. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? How's it going to happen? How's it going to be? I don't know. What's going to happen? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What are we going to do? I don't know. What's going to happen? What happens if this happens? What happens if that happens? If that happens, then oh my God, everything's going to fall to just fall. What am I going to do? Well, can you hear God through all that? God's like, hello? Is anybody home? God to human. Human mind, hit pause. Hello? Human being, can you hear me? All right, angels, over and out. They can't hear a blessed thing. They're caught up in their own craziness. All right, this is God signing out. Summon me when you're ready. God just sits back and waits. Oh, this will be interesting. There's a bunch of humans down there chasing their tails. I'm just going to watch. What do you think of this, Archangel Michael? Yeah, crazy humans, freaking out. Now they say it's Mercury retrograde. For sure they're all scattered, like marbles on a hardwood floor. I know, Archangel Gabriel, I know you tried to give communication and a message. Raphael, I know you've been trying to heal these emotions with these humans, but they aren't doing the work. They're not still in their mind. They're not listening to us. They want to be caught up in a frenzy. They want to keep repeating patterns. They want to keep attracting the same relationships and experiences and have the same arguments with different people, different faces. That's what they want to do. You guys got to let them do it. Yeah, we can't interfere with mankind. I told you guys in the angel department, do not interfere with mankind. They have to summon you. Sit back down, Archangel Michael. They got this under control, apparently, so there's no imminent danger to the universe. So sit back down. We don't need you to be fighting any demons right now. They apparently are running all amok with everybody. Yeah, because they don't even know any different. Let them figure it out. When they call you, Archangel Michael, just get all your guys, get it ready, get a move on. Bring the whole army of angels, because they're going to need it, these humans on Earth. Yeah, Uriel, enlightenments. Yeah, I know, Uriel. I know you had a meeting with me about enlightenments. I know that was our last staff meeting in the angel department. And God, want to tell you, Archangel Uriel, that their enlightenment's all messed up. But At least they can turn the light bulbs on, you know, at least taught them how to master the current of electricity. So at least these people might be in the dark in their spirit, but they're not in the dark on the earth. So at least they got some light down there. But it's going to take a while for these humans, Uriel, yeah. Sit back down, Uriel. They haven't gotten it together. But this Mercury retrograde is going to whoop their butts. Yeah, so don't worry, angels. You're going to have a job any day now. That's what it's like to be in the heavens, everyone. Angels are waiting for you, but you just want to chase your tail. And God is sitting there going, I am that I am. And the power that I am dwells in you. And you have the power to change everything. And you don't know it, humans, because you give your power away to other people. You give your power away to anybody who says they can help you. To the doctors, to the lawyers, to the bankers, to the governments. You just give it away. Just give it away. You let them decide. And then when you feel the push, like you don't know what you're doing, you do it anyhow because you don't know whether your intuition is right. You're right. Follow your intuition. Follow your inner guidance. It's all there for you. You just got to trust. You've got this amazing compass, this amazing connectivity. You are the greatest circuit board ever made. Yeah, it's amazing. You outdo any computer on earth. Better than the iPhone, the Samsung Galaxy, any computer, mainframe, regular frame, you name it, from any computer made, you have a better circuit board than any of that. All of those things are created in the physicality to emulate what really happens in the human being's body. And everything is mirroring what's in the universe. Did you ever look at the veins in a leaf and see how close your veins in your legs and your hands emulate the same exact veins in a leaf? Did you ever take the time to look at that? That's the fascination of how intricately we've all been connected. And that leaf is not sweating at all. It's just hanging there. And you're running around with your tail cut off. Mercury retrograde's got nothing on you if you center yourself. This year is going to be your best year ever if you know who you are. Call your angels. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael. And now we're going to flip our love cards. And this is a past life relationship. So a lot of you are going into a past life relationship. You're meeting up with people that you've known before. And you're getting to revisit some experiences. So you may find someone from the past, or the past lives that you've lived, a continuum of your soul, an experience coming back around. So those of you who experience a lot of deja vu right now, I've been here before, I've met this person before, I had a dream about them, and next thing I know I'm seeing someone who's just like the person I had a dream of. This is all here for you. Then also we see here deception. Remember we said this is going to be a time of illusion. The waters are going to be muddled. We're not going to be able to see clearly in the ocean. Our thoughts may not be clear. Don't get deceived and caught off guard. Deception is going to be in play here. So we want to be careful with that. And then our love card here is trust. Trust that what the situation is that you're calling it to be, trust in faith that what you've asked the universe for, what you ask your guides for, that it's going to be. This is what we have for all of you. So I feel like we've got a really strong, powerful experience happening for us this week. And what I'm really led to say to all of you is that just everything is mirroring the energy of the Mercury retrograde, mirroring the kind of weird kind of feeling we came into this new year with. And we were all excited, but it's just, time has gone by so quickly, but it's got this like meh feeling. It's just kind of bleh. Nothing's really kind of coming together yet. We're all kind of waiting for that greatness to happen. But we're caught up in these routines that are consuming us. So what Mercury retrograde is going to ask you to do is break some of these routines. let go of things that no longer should be a part of your life so you can feel the inspiration, feel the flow, and be one with the divinity. So who do we have here in our feed? Let's say hi to some people. Helena, who do we have in the feed? Tell me who we've got hanging with us so far. So good to see everyone. If you're new, we welcome you. If it's your first time, I'm SarahSpiritual. I can talk. I'm SarahSpiritual, and we're glad to have you here. We ask that you leave your questions with your birth date and a specific question. Ideally, something for the highest good of the group would be wonderful, not just yourself. And what have we got going on here, Helena?
I see Yasmin, I see Defrick, I see Carolina Artiga, Juan Love's watching with us, and I finally figured out the echo.
Good.
Everyone was helping me out here.
I got to thank you, everyone who helped us. And, you know, Mercury Retrograde is like, oh, we went Mercury Retrograde, let's watch Helena and Sarah jump through hoops. We're like, oh, heck no. Mercury Retrograde had a game with us last week. If you were watching last Sunday's show and you're like, yay, I want to go back and listen to that again, you have to go to YouTube. We changed a couple of words in the messaging. Helena went in and we were making some changes. And then, I don't know, Facebook got a little weird and they were like, oops, we're taking this down. We're like, what? We're sorry, we're here every Sunday. You're going to take us down, Facebook? Well, Facebook, we ain't going down, Facebook. We ain't going down, Facebook. We got YouTube. So we are on YouTube from last week's show. If you like that, I did answer a lot of questions in the feed in writing after the show. So if you didn't get to catch that message, I apologize because all of that disappeared.
I cried a little.
Yeah, Helena, this is how, you want to hear how the conversation went, everyone. So I'm at work. Oh no, it's still morning. That's right. So I wasn't here yet. I'm just drinking coffee. And Helena's like, I'm seriously sitting here at work, holding back tears. I'm about to cry. SarahSpiritual replies, what happened? Well, I went in and she tells me what she did, and now it's gone. I'm going to the bathroom now to cry. I'm like, don't cry, little girl. It's okay. We still have YouTube. I put the phone down, but I wanted to cry. I was like, what? So we had to comfort each other through that rough moment. Helena went at her workplace and cried in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there with my little cat Cleopatra going, Cleopatra, can you get mommy more coffee? Because I can't even stand up. Our whole show is gone.
I was like, how do I call Facebook?
Of course you can't call Facebook. No, you can't call Facebook.
But I Googled it.
Yeah, so I don't know what the problem was. It's okay. They never bother us. We don't bother them. We are happy to have this wonderful platform to connect with all of you. That's all we care about, that we are with you. We don't do this for Facebook. We don't do this for YouTube. We do it for you. Let me say hi to some people. Oh my goodness.
Hi.
Yes, we are streaming right now on Facebook and on YouTube simultaneously. So this is great. Yes. Tina Calloway and I had a conversation today. Tina Calloway ordered our Twin Flame collection. I want to talk about that. But before I do that, did anyone see on SarahSpiritual Instagram page my dragons? Go to SarahSpiritual or go to the Expedito Enlightenment page on Facebook and see our dragons. So we had a whole bunch of dragons we ordered. We put them on Instagram. This is my only dragon left. He looks like a little dragon troll. Little dragon troll.
His hair is so soft.
His hair is so soft. We sit here all day pulling on his hair. Like, this is my comfort support animal. I'm going to be taking it with me everywhere. Hello.
He's licensed by the Expedito Center.
Yeah, so all of our dragons are licensed as comfort support animals. You can take them to work and put them on your desk. So we got into dragons because of feng shui. One of our students here is a feng shui teacher, master, and so we were helping her set up her feng shui business. And so she was showing me where dragon needs to be placed in the center, in the quadrant for abundance. And so I have to get a dragon in my house now, so my house has money too. But this is one of our dragons. So we've got some fabulous dragons. You've got to check out my Instagram page. We'll be getting more in by the end of the week. They were too hot to handle. We had someone come in yesterday and buy the last two.
Wow.
She called it in. She was like a crazed woman. What dragons do you have left? I'm like, lions and tigers and bears and dragons. Oh my. So she got that one. But I love this little dragon. He's still up for grabs. And we can sell him right here online. He's $16.95. So if you want him, we'll give you a link and tell you what the shipping would be. And you can have this little beautiful dragon holding this beautiful SarahSpiritual blue crystal ball. I think it's amazing. So this dragon is going to whoever wants this dragon, my little dragon. $16.95 plus shipping. This little dragon's yours. Okay. Dream collection. No, I don't have a dream collection today. I've got a twin love collection. I've got dreaming on my mind here. We have our twin flame collection. It is our bath, our fabulous spray. Tina Calloway is getting hers on the 18th. That's what UPS says. Tina Calloway and I bonded today over shipping and stuff. So here we have our divine twin flame. I'm just messing with you, Tina Calloway. And I was having coffee when I was talking to you too. I drink coffee in the morning. It's the only thing that gets me here. We have twin flame oil. Look, it's got some fresh roots in here. So that's beautiful energy of these roots. Can't tell you what root. It's a secret ingredient. And then we have our manifestation petition. And what I love about this petition, I'll lay it down for you, Helena.
I got it up on the screen too, next to you there. I got double action.
Oh, we got double action here.
Oh, yeah.
We have this beautiful rose quartz. I'm going to take it right out here. How many of you love rose quartz? Rose quartz heart. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
What I love about this is you can take this with you anywhere. And you can put the oil on your hands and rub up your heart. Oh my God, turn on your heart light. And then you take this beautiful heart and you carry it with you. And for those of you who want to manifest love, you write here what you want. I mean, we need a big list, but this will be your short list of I want to love and what you want and how you want the experience to be. And you sign love me. You're going to create this twin flame energy that you're bringing to you, the other half of you, the other piece of you. And then you carry this with you and you go, I don't know where, I don't know when, but today is the day, true love, twin love comes my way. I don't know where, I don't know when, but today is the day, true love, twin love comes my way. And you begin to draw that forth unto you. And we also have, which is sold separately, but we do have a twin flame candle, which is a beautiful candle that is dressed with this magnificent oil and some other ingredients and SarahSpiritual energy. Little zest there. And you light it and you ask for your twin flame to come.
You know, watching you cook this up was like watching Emerald, like back in the day. Like, bam! There was just like all of a sudden this product was just like done. You're like, smell this.
Yeah.
Make something else up. Now smell this.
I'm like a mad scientist. I go in and I go, I'll take this, and everyone's kind of sitting there like, what's she going to do with that?
Margot's eyes, like if you could think of a kid having the best Christmas, that's Margot watching Sarah.
Margot's our dance, chakra dance teacher here. And so we have the oils, all the ingredients and things, a bunch of herbs. Our whole manufacturing company is lined with herbs and oils and blessed waters and colognes all around the walls. And we've got bottles that we use for different products, and it's all there. I wish I could say it's always in perfect design order, but you know, in the madness of cooking, anyone ever cook in a mad rush? Mm-hmm. It's a mess, right? But I just whip it all together. I put a drop here, a drop here, a drop there, a drop there, and I kind of mix it a little bit, and I go, and then I add a little more, and then I go, smell this. And they go, oh, it's nice. I go, wait, and then I'll pull it back before they even get a word in edgewise. I'll add something else, and I go, now smell, and suddenly everyone's face changes. And that's how a product is born. And once I create the oil blend, it's really easy for me to then, from there, create all the other products. Because I have the essence, the integrity of the product, the frequency of the product figured out from a physical ingredient and fragrance point of view, and then that allows me to just grab everything else and make the products. And I have over 100 products, probably about 130 products.
Probably more that I don't even know about.
We've got a lot of products here.
And you're
And we're
making a new
birthing
one.
them every day. Yeah,
You're making new ones every day with just custom baths too.
Yeah, and if someone has something they want to clear or shift or change, we actually make a product for you. So I'm absolutely loving this experience with all of you.
I just got a message that somebody wants that dragon. I'll let you know who off camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it a pickup or a ship?
It may be a ship to Texas.
Texas. We're going to Texas. I know they want me in Texas, honey.
Honey, Texas wants you.
Oh, Texas wants me. I'm going to Texas. Okay. Helena, I have no idea where these things are. So
You can just throw them on the table.
I'm going to call this little dragon the Violet Flame Dragon of Transformation. And whoever gets this is going to receive mighty blessings and major transformation because we're speaking those words into this dragon. So I don't know who ordered this particular dragon, but it was just spoken into it. We're going to place it right here because our dragon is out the door. Yes, indeed. I think we're going to do a little more of this. Start selling you guys some things right online so you can experience it together. Helena was saying she wanted to do that.
Yes,
So I'm feeling we need to do some mystical wisdom cards for some people here. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of questions. Oh, I feel like I look a mess. What the heck happened here? Oh my God.
You just started laying it down and
Slamming it out here, like whipping up a product. In the meantime, we got echoes. Helena's. It's so fun to. You have no idea what it's like to be here. I got all my spirit energy flying around. I'm trying to hear voices in my head, hearing two trains of thoughts. Quite a busy little place. And all of a sudden, like, Helena's over there turking. Like, she's like, what's going on? I was like, what's the matter with her? She's like trying to figure it out, and I'm hearing an echo, and I want to go.
I'm like throwing things.
In my head, I'm like, Helena, I hear an echo, but I can't stop and say that. And if I can hear the echo, duh, SarahSpiritual, Helena can hear the echo too. She's in the same room with you. So I'm trying to let her figure it out, and I'm like, in my telepathically, I'm like, any minute, Helena, we really could if you stop this echo, right? And she's moving this, and she's running over here, then she skittles in front of all the lights and the cameras and comes over here. She fiddles over there. Then she's like this, on like a mad woman on the computer. Now I've got another monitor screen over here, so I'm seeing flashes of light of different screens, and I'm thinking, Spirit, is that you? Holy crow, Spirit's in the room. I go, no, it's just Helena. Exactly, Helena. What are you doing?
I was going to show them the Helena cam.
Yeah, the Helena cam.
Helena cam, and here's me.
Helena, I have to tell you something. No, go
What?
back to your
Go back to my camera. You want to see my lashes?
I know, good mascara. But forget the mascara for now. Look, that store looks beautiful. Look how beautiful that store. You know, I never get to see the store. I just come here and work and go, that needs to be cleaned. That needs to be moved. We need more of that. That's what the owner does, right? It looks great.
Vanna Whiting this here.
Yes, Vanna. We'll have to get you an evening gown for next week. How many people want to see Helena in evening gown showing product?
Who's buying me one?
People who are new on our channel now are like, what the heck are these people talking about? But we got some good stuff. Yeah. Take the bath for Archangel Michael. Show them that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good bath.
Oh, yeah. Hang on.
Okay. Okay, I have a special card that fell, and I think this card is meant for somebody. Raise your hand if you are aligned to an owl. I just had a card drop for the owl.
No way.
Follow your intuition. And I know for a fact there's somebody here who is aligned with the owl.
I was totally thinking of owls 2 days ago, and I was going to say you should totally get some owl figurines.
We got to get some owl figurines, and I have a friend I know who had a dream with an owl. I don't know if they're on. We're going to see if they leave their message. But thank you, Defrick. Defrick's like, the center is fire. Defrick's going to be hanging out here a little bit more. He doesn't even know what SarahSpiritual has planned for him. So, Defrick, this is where you say, yes, SarahSpiritual, my teacher, I am in. That's what your response needs to be. Oh, yes. Okay, so here we go. We got the owl right here. So this card is here. Can we focus on this little owl here? It's a beautiful card. And what I love about this owl card, it almost looks like the woman who's next to the owl has like a peacock energy there. I don't know if we can kind of zoom in a little bit, but her hair almost looks like a peacock. So we've got this beautiful energy all around here. So there we go. There we go. So this is the owl card. Follow your intuition. So anyone who's aligning with the owl, follow your intuition. Oh, Lori Beth wants to know if her house. She totally wants to know. Not just kind of wants to know. Lori Beth totally wants to know. Totally if her house is going to sell. And as I said that for you, Lori Beth, put that zoom in right here, Helena, because we got, snap-a-doodle. Snap. Lori Beth, are you ready? I just looked at your question. And good fortune, invite magic in. Bam! That's the card that fell for you.
Oh, I gotta get even closer on that.
So, Lori Beth, lucky you, I looked over. SarahSpiritual does nothing with the questions because it's too much for her. But we got this right here for you. Bam! Good fortune.
That's a beautiful card.
I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Got no diamonds, got no pearls. Still I think I'm a lucky girl. I got the sun in the morning. You got your house that is selling ASAP. Sunshine, give her a sale today. Moonshine, take her to the Milky Way. Come on, Lori Beth, you got it. It's coming. Don't get disheartened. Don't get down. That's that Pisces energies and Mercury retrograde just making you think like it's all going to go to crap. Not going to crap. We're good. I know I'll say crap. What are we doing?
Oh, somebody said I look great, and so does the store.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading back to make sure I grab everybody's questions.
No, she's reading back so she can, oh yes, I look great. Yes, thank you so much. All right, everybody, this is Send Helena Love before she picks your question because she's in charge of the questions. You have 30 seconds, everyone, to tell Helena how much you love her.
But look at these lashes,
if you
though.
want your questions picked. You can bribe Helena. It'll be $5 at the door.
I'll accept Venmo. Helena Suba. That's me. Venmo. Cash App.
Gotcha. We'll do it through SarahSpiritual Enterprises, so you keep the doors open, please.
Okay, yeah. Send paypal.me/SarahSpiritual. Address it to Helena.
Yes.
We'll accept edible arrangements too
yes, we
on
accept
days we're
food
open.
at the door. Come bearing food. Okay.
All right,
Are we giving Helena love here? See, look, we got love. Helena, you're awesome. Kathleen Lasso says, I love you.
I got love.
Okay. People like your lashes. See the pretty girl in that mirror there.
What mirror where?
Look at that attractive girl.
That's the only part I know.
Okay, we'll have to teach you. All right,
yeah.
What do we got?
So we're going to start with YouTube.
I love YouTube, yes.
Going with Jolie Joy Hassan. Can you tell us more about Saint Expedito and the best ways to work with him for financial success?
Jolie, let me tell you, I love you. Thank you so much. Saint Expedito represents expediting enlightenment. Saint Expedito is told in the story when they crucified Jesus for being a false prophet and all the reasons why they wanted to take him out of his prophecies and his gifts. When that death occurred, Saint Expedito is one of the Roman soldiers who helped take him down and give him to Mary. But prior to the execution of Master Teacher Jesus, when Jesus was doing healings, the Roman soldiers were mocking the healings that Jesus was doing. And this one Roman soldier, Expedito, he was with a servant that was very, very sick. And he took his servant for Jesus to heal. And the other soldiers laughed at him. And they said, why do you bring your servant to that man, to that fraud? And he said, because I believe. And Jesus healed his servant. So Saint Expedito, given by the powers of the divine supreme energy that blesses those that walk in the path of light and renounce mankind's illusionary beliefs and deception, he was granted the ability to bring fortune and blessings to many. He resides over and protects over people in the computer industry, legal matters, financial matters. The best way to create a relationship with Saint Expedito, and Helena, if you grab me a candle, that would be great.
Absolutely.
We have the red one. Is on Wednesday is Saint Expedito's day, because Saint Expedito is governed by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. So Saint Expedito brings forth the communication to expedite what you want. So every Wednesday, you would light a candle, preferably red. This one is dressed for Saint Expedito. You light this candle. You would take a shot glass, which we actually have in the sink, in the healing room, in the kitchen, because we put the shot glass next to him with rum. And then you promise Saint Expedito, when he delivers your desired outcome, you will give him a whole bottle of rum and a Sara Lee pound cake. Don't ask me why. He likes pound cake. So that's the ritual that you do. And the reason why I named the store Saint Expedito was when I was learning how to pray and how to connect with saints and angels and guides and master teachers, my spiritual teacher taught me about Saint Expedito. Saint Expedito got me a car, helped me get an apartment, got some things organized for me in my life, and it was really beneficial. And one thing I've noticed is if you put that shot glass filled with rum, don't be surprised if you go down even a few hours later for the rum to have gone down. And there's no physical way it could have evaporated that quickly unless you live in the middle of Arizona and you did it outside. So I have poured a glass and gone down, and this much was missing. Within 2-3 days, the glass is usually empty. He has imbibed, the spirit has imbibed the spirit of alcohol. The rum, he likes it really dry. And then once your miracle is granted, you leave another candle, a full bottle of rum, and some pound cake. So that's how you invoke Saint Expedito. That's a great question. Thank you very much, Jolie Johansson. And if you want to use that for financial, you write exactly to Saint Expedito what you want financially, and he will help you with that. And Saint Expedito's day is April 19th. Usually we have a celebration here at the center. This year is our 13th anniversary, so we will either have it somewhere around Saint Expedito Day or Archangel Michael Day. We'll see what shakes out for us. But thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Jolie, for that question. Who else do we have?
I got Holly Costanza Donaldson. She says, "Hi, Sarah. Can you give me some lucky numbers that I can play in the mood for extra spending cash?"
Holly Costanza Donaldson, let's go. We're going to give you some numbers. Everybody's the group ready. Anyone knows I am the lottery queen. We give out numbers. They hit. Let's go. Let's hit it up. Okay, so the first thing that I want to tell you, Holly Costanza Donaldson, is that if I were you, I would play your birthday. I would play it in the pick 4. I would drop one of the 2s, and I would play it in the pick 3. It so happens that last year around the same exact time, your number in the pick 3 came. So I'm going to give you that. And then I'm also going to give you, you're going to get 6 numbers, Holly Costanza Donaldson. Everyone ready? We're going to write 6 numbers. We're going to see if we got some cool numbers here. I'm going to tell you that we're going to tell you to play 14. We're going to tell you to play 39. We're going to tell you to play number 2. We're going to tell you to play number 41. You're going to play number 17. And you're going to play 27. 14, 39, 2, 41, 17, and 27, Holly Costanza Donaldson. You got a pick 4 number. You got a catch 3. And Jiminy Crickets, looks like you got pick 6. Come on, don't forget where we live here, Holly Costanza Donaldson, because you just might win. Thank you so much. Who else do we have here?
I want to go to Ginger Minkin.
Yes.
Ginger has a Social Security disability case in May for migraines. What do you foresee?
It's going to be a tough one. You know, I always tell you like it is. I don't know if this is the first time that you're going before them. Now, migraines can be very debilitating, and they take control of you, and you can't even see. So you at least have that in your favor. What you also have in your favor, Ginger, is that this is a year for you to speak your truth, step into your truth, and speak your personal power. I see that you need to have an ironclad case, because this is something that is geared by interpretation. It's going to depend on the judge hearing the case and what their personal experiences are. So you're going to ask the universe to put before you a judge who is open and understanding and who too has gone through their share of things that are maybe ambiguous to other people because they've never experienced it, but that they have sympathy, and you need your doctors to document extremely the amount of times you get, all the facts have to be presented, and don't go in there ginger minkin without a lawyer. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. We're going to hold the space for you to have success on May 26, 2020. Who else do we have here, Helena?
I want to go to Crystal, and Crystal is 2 months pregnant. She says, we're wondering if this one will be our baby girl.
Ooh, that sounds exciting, Crystal. I love that, and I'm so excited and happy for you, Crystal. Crystal makes some great jewelry, everyone, so we want to give her a shout out as well because she participates in our Metaphysical Day. Crystal, I hope you're going to be in for our next Metaphysical Day. 2 months pregnant, you'll be 3 months pregnant next month, so hopefully you'll be joining us. Let me see here. Baby girl, what are we going to do here? Do we have a due date here for this baby yet? That will tell me if I have your due date. Do you have a due date? Let's see. We're going to hold that there because I want to know, Crystal, what your baby's due date is, and then I can tell you where I feel we're going to go here. Okay, so we're going to hold that for Crystal.
You got it.
All right. Who else do we have?
I want to answer this question from Tina Calloway. She asks, how do we hold space for ourselves and give self-care that our souls need to heal from our wounds and struggles?
We give ourselves a break. We honor ourselves. We remember that we're human and that everything is an experience for our greater consciousness, greater awareness, and our growth. Tina Calloway, the way we hold space for ourselves is we make time, we make space. It becomes difficult for us to make space for ourselves when we're, as I said earlier in the program, going through continual obstacles and happenings because we're moving at a high pace, trying to get everything done in the course of the day. If you have wounds and struggles that are coming up for you, you need to take time, even if you have to go away for a few days, just so that you can have a break. So, Tina Calloway, it is easy to hold space when one makes time for space and you give your soul the chance to remind you who you are. Everyone remember that the soul itself doesn't necessarily need to be healed because the soul is whole and a continuum of eternal time. It is the human psyche and the experience and the expression of the human experience that needs healing. The soul holds the memory of those human experiences, so we need to heal the memory. But remember that the soul is always healed, always one with God, and it is always in light, love, and peace. It is the human psyche and experiences that tend to fragment us. Thank you, Tina Calloway, for that great question. Who else do we have here?
We got that birthday,
Yes,
the
due date.
due
Yes.
date, 9/25.
Well, so we're in a birth of Libra. Okay, so that's going to be. I'm going to really do this for you. 1 second. Hold on. First of all, your baby, if they're born on that exact day, which we can't predict exactly, is going to be a powerful little baby there, so that will be really cool. You know what? I am leaning towards that. Female. I have to sit with that a little bit more, but I am in baby girl mode. So we're going to hold that energy. I usually can read it when I read the person in person, when I really see the energy. I can kind of see it, but with this birth date, I'm kind of feeling a female energy coming in to the planet around that time, coming to you, Crystal. So thank you for your Facebook question. Keep us posted. We wish you a very healthy pregnancy. Who else do we have?
I got this question from Maycoon's Jenny.
Maycoon's, thank you. Welcome.
Jenny asks, what do I need to do to unblock any energy flow within myself that is storing negative energy?
So that's a great question. Thank you for that question. First of all, this is a year of great expansion. Next year closes out a lot of chapters that no longer serve you. So this is a good time to get ready to be in that energy of transformation. And the way you unblock is to recognize where the hooks are, what the root cause of them would be, release, forgive, and cut the cords. And the flow of energy within yourself that's storing in, nothing can flow into you that's negative unless it has something negative to hook into. So what we have to do is look at the part that's hurt, fragmented, discontent, and those are the aspects that we're going to heal. In that healing of putting together this sense of oneness with yourself, loving yourself, forgiving yourself, and allowing yourself to feel the feeling and move yourself forward, that's what's going to move you into the energy of being in this state of peace. And in this state of peace, we're not in a state of fight or flight or angst or hurt or pain. We can recognize the experience was a lesson and not hold on to it and become the impersonal observer of the experience and see it for what it taught us and allow it to be cut off and sealed off from us, no longer being active in our external environment, and it cannot enter because not only are we shielding ourselves, but we're also in this energy of love, and where love resides, no negativity can grow. So if there's a weak spot, you're only as strong as your weakest link. What I see here, Mekuns, is that hurt becomes this attraction for negativity, and we want to clear and heal that by self-talk, self-nurturing, realignment, healing energy, forgiveness. These are all ways that we can release this. Thank you, Mekun, Jenny, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next, I want to go to Kimberly Barber. Kimberly says, can you please tell me if anyone is coming into my life with a serious relationship anytime soon?
For once in my life, I want someone who needs me, someone I've needed so long. For once unafraid, I can go where life leads me. Somehow I know I'll be strong. Well, you've had to be strong. Long as you know you've got love, you can make it. And I feel as if before the birthday that comes this year, a partner comes in, and I kind of place it in the June, July time frame. I don't know if you have plans, Kimberly Barber, but I feel like there's a trip that comes for you close to the June, July time. That trip resets your energy. So if you don't have a plan, I'm encouraging you to do something to reset your energy so you can bring forth to yourself something spectacular. Right before your birthday, I feel like we are in relationship. So we're going to say happy birthday. Love comes. So for once in your life, you have someone who needs you. Someone you've needed so long, and we're going to have a relationship not based in need as much as it is going to be an equal vibrational match, preferential choice. We have a relationship that we choose because it is our choice, not because we need one. It's going to be a good journey, a good year for you. It's also a year to focus your attention on career movements, adjustments for the second half of your life. That's an FYI from Spirit. Thanks so much. Who else do we have?
We are going to go, oh my goodness. We got Yvonne McKinley.
Okay.
Yvonne wants to know, how does Yvonne's finances look?
Well, Yvonne, first of all, your birthday's coming up next week, so we're going to say happy birthday. And we're going to say, I got a new attitude. I don't know if you're looking for something part-time. I know you're feeling stuck, stagnant, and I feel like work is a little, I don't know, it's a little testy over there. Things feel uncomfortable. What I say to you about your finances is that you need to jumpstart, reset your energy, clear your energy, clean yourself, move yourself forward, Yvonne McKinley. When I move you into the month of March, towards the end, I don't know, I see a check, don't know if it has to do with taxes or a bonus or a raise. I see money. As I see that money come to you, Yvonne, then I see we build momentum for a new opportunity. Don't know if you're either considering leaving your job for something better or getting another job. That part's not clear. Maybe you haven't decided. Maybe you're entertaining both. But please be open and ready for that, because something good is coming for you. Who else do we have, Helena?
I want to go to Samantha Donaldson. She's asking about another man and asking, should we stay together or should we split?
Ugh. Will you still love me tomorrow? Let's see, I've got here. See, that's a really hard question, Samantha, because there's parts of you both that don't want to leave. You know, there's that song, love will lead you back. Someday I just know that love will lead you back to my arms where you belong. And I feel like the two of you have kind of done that dance, like you start to pull away and then we come back together, and we start to pull away and then we go back together. And I'm feeling like for you, you kind of should have been done at the very end of last year, but somehow we didn't do it. And for him, sheesh, this year, he's going through a total recalibration. If the two of you choose to stay together, by the time his birthday comes, he will have gone through some challenges that are really meant to uplift him and shift his energy and force him to make changes necessary. So if he makes those changes, you may not be part of it, but he's going to get flipped like a flapjack in a hot griddle this year, because it's time for him to make some changes, and these changes will be really good for him if he doesn't resist. Should you stay together? I cannot say, but I promise you, if you choose to stay together, you will know one way or another. We're going to find you. We're going to get you by his birthday. You're going to know if you're in or out. But if you are vacillating in this uncertainty, and we know life is not promised, don't keep doing the same thing, expecting something different. If this relationship is meant to be, and you choose to disconnect now because we're feeling that push, and Mercury Retrograde is probably going to kick you in the butt to make it happen. If once he passes through these changes, and you've had some time within yourself, and you both evolved emotionally and spiritually, if it's meant to be, you'll find your way back. But at this minute, it's not jiving. So take a step back and take a good, I'm hearing the song, take a good look at yourself. Take a good look at where you are, look at yourself, and say to yourself in the moment of now, am I complete? Am I fulfilled? Is this where I want to be in this moment of now? And in this moment of now, if this moment were my last moment of now, would I be content with this moment? Everyone hear that statement? If this were to be my last moment of now, in the moment of now, if this were to be my last moment of now, would I be content with this moment? In other words, when you go back to heaven and you look down and you go, really? I was worried about that stuff or that person when I could have had something so much better, but I was caught up in this rigmarole ruckus that really wasn't going to help me? Oh, Lord, no, I need another moment of now, because that was not a good ending. Take a good look. You know, we learn every day when people unexpectedly are snatched from this planet. Well, it's their contract, but it looks like they're getting snatched. They're gone. It could be. So if you love someone, tell them you love them. If you forgive someone, tell them you forgive them. If you care for someone, but you don't want to be with them, tell them, I don't want to be with you. Like, let's get it on, people. It's your time. You want to move forward. Speak your truth. Sometimes just because I speak our truth doesn't mean everything magically gets better and things go into a whole different place. But you have to be and live your truth in the moment of now. If this were my last moment of now, would I be content with this moment of now? What's your answer? There you go. Thank you so much, Samantha Donaldson. Good question. Good question for you, but a great question. So I'm able to assist others with it. So I humbly thank you for that question. And we give you all the blessings and clarity you need to make the right choice for your personal heart. Who else do we have?
I have Lori Ann Scarin next. Lori Ann is asking for a message on love.
All right, Lori Ann, we're going to pull out the cards for you. I got a feeling we got some loving to do. So we got here for you, first of all, time for change for you this year. So I want you to put into action all the changes that you want to have. We're going to take out 2 different decks of cards for you, Lori, because I want to really get a good picture into this. So we're going to spread out our romance angel cards. And I'm going to spread out my little love cards as well. So I'm going to pull for you 2 romance cards, and 2 came together. Bam. So we're going to take these, talk about emerald. We need to do a Sarah Spiritual cooking show. Would you like to do a Sarah Spiritual cooking show? Helena, we could do a Sarah Spiritual cooking show, couldn't we? Okay, we need to. Where are we going to do that, Helena?
My kitchen is actually kind of pretty good. Well, not actually. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Your kitchen, my kitchen.
Anyone want to invite me to their house so I can cook in their kitchen and make a mess and film there? Let us know. Hit us up in the inbox. We're coming to your house and we're cooking for you. Oh my God, you haven't lived till you had some of Sarah Spiritual's cooking. Okay, back to Lori. Back to love. Sorry, we got distracted with food here. Okay, here we go. We are cooking up some love here for Lori. And Lori, we have to take 1 card from there. They told me 1. And a sun card just dropped out over here. So we're going to give you that, Lori, too. So we're going to start with our 2 cards that came together. And here we go. Lori wants to know any messages for you on love. Attraction. Lori, there is you have here attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Here we go, the message of the moment of now. Romantic love energy, any messages for love. Love has to be an attraction. It has to be focused in the moment, and allow your heart and soul to sing with passion. As you feel passion for yourself in your life, Lori, passion will happen for you. I actually feel like, Lori, there might be someone you want to ask me about or something else in this question. So if there's a part 2 of the question, hit it in the feed before we close out. I'm going to go to my heart-shaped love. There's a sacred union of love coming for you, Lori. So look at this. We have attraction, passion, sacred union for Lori. First, let me show the artwork. It's beautiful. So I have this beautiful artwork right here, Helena. And then we have here this, see, we've got that beautiful artwork. And then we have, it's a sacred union. We've got that. Now, 1 sun card flew off the top. So I'm going to interpret this card because it's so totally different from what I see. So if this is what Lori wants to accomplish, a passionate, attractive relationship that forms a sacred union. Lori, if that's what you want, and you're asking, am I going to have this? The universe says, yes, you're going to have it. But, oh, there's a hashtag in this. Hashtag, you're too guarded. Here, the card of defense is here. In other words, I feel like, remember I said I think there's something more behind your question? I feel like, Lori, you are in some kind of mode of defense, or you're holding on to something, or you haven't healed from something. So your guard is up, you're a little defensive, you're a little guarded, and we need to let the walls down so what I see coming for you can come. Does that make sense to you, Lori? I hope so. Give us a feedback in the feed. Love to have it here. Great. Sacred union, but we have to watch ourselves because we've got our guard up for something here, Lori. And when we've got your guard up, you can't let love in. Sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves. It's okay if you have it up, but you need to acknowledge it so that you can slowly bring those walls down and allow yourself to grow. Okay, that was good. I like that. That was a good story there for Lori. Who else do we have?
Damn, people are like, what phone number do we call to call in right now? We started something doing that last time.
I know, and I think we heard the phone ringing before, right? So everyone's like, I want to call. We didn't finish fixing that whole thing that we set. We set up a whole bunch of stuff. Can we have that done for next week?
I think we could get something together for that.
We got to figure it out before Sunday, though.
Yeah.
Because Mercury's retrograde. Let's not do that and say we did, honey.
I think I have a plan for that one.
All right. Who else do we have here?
So
I got an idea. Hold on.
Oh man.
Hold on.
Tell me to do one thing. No.
Tell you. Well, you keep doing your thing, girl. I'll do my thing. Okay. I have our Divine Love Kit. It is on sale for $29.95. if you go on our website. But we also have our love kit on SarahSpiritual Etsy. Did you know we have an Etsy?
Now you know.
Now you know. We got an Etsy. We've been busy. I don't care if people stay up all night. We got stuff to do. We don't care. My cat Cleopatra were going, are you going to sleep anytime soon? No, we're not sleeping, cat. We got stuff to do. So we have our SarahSpiritual package on Etsy. I am going to tell you something.
Tell you what.
If you go to SarahSpiritual Etsy, any one of you here on this feed, go to SarahSpiritual Etsy. This $29.95 is actually $35 because that includes your shipping. And what am I going to do for you if you order, if you are the first person to order, or one of the first people, because I can't tell how many people are going to order, our wonderful Twin Flame collection at $35, which includes your shipping, which is less than the shipping would be. That's why we did it that way. If you go to Etsy SarahSpiritual, you will get this whole entire package, and I will include for you our abundance spray. Where's the abundance spray? Get me the abundance. We are going to send you other gifts.
Damn,
because I'm going to know it's you.
I can actually get the notification right now if somebody
We will get the notification. And then do we have our abundance bath? Is that there?
Yeah.
You are going to get not just love, but you are going to get $19 worth of free product, our abundance bath, show me the money universe, right in time for our abundance class, and our abundance spray. If you are, because we just put this product up today on our Etsy. We're trying to catch up with the rest of the world. I'm in readings all day, people. I can only do what I can do. But I'm telling you, if you go to Etsy, read the description. Hopefully they wrote it right. I don't know. I had to have a conversation about that stuff earlier. That was a whole nother story. That was my morning. Tina Calloway and I are handling one thing. Next thing I know, I'm talking about products on another thing. That's the morning with SarahSpiritual and coffee on a Sunday morning. But if you want a free spray for abundance and a bath, you go to Etsy, order my SarahSpiritual Twin Flame product for only $35. That includes your shipping. You will then receive these wonderful products included. Helena, watch your notifications. I'm sure somebody's going to step on up.
I'm about to make that order. Y'all take that.
Helena, stop trying to hoard in on what I'm doing for the people. I'm trying to make the people happy, give them what they need to have a joyful, abundant, harmonious, loving life. Get some people some lovers so we can all say we had a good time. And you want to hoard in on that.
And get those, those PayPals in.
I
did post the link for everybody in there.
All right. I mean, you could go to my website and for $29.95 plus shipping, get it. But I just want to feel special that the fact that I put something on Etsy, because I'm trying to catch up with the rest of the world, so make me special. All right, who's got a question for me? I know everyone's like, all right, Sarah, enough of that. Let's go.
Someone also asked, is there an abundance kit? Yes.
There is an abundance kit, but the abundance kit is kind of different now because we can't get all of those pieces. But we have an abundance kit that's changing. Remember?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
It is being reformulated.
Well, this formula is the same. It's just the components of the kit are changing. What do we got here, Helena?
I want to go to Melanie J. Long.
Melanie J. Long. What's the question?
Is there a book collaboration in the near future?
Oh my God, I love that. Oh my God. Oh, book collaboration. Yeah, I'll write a book with you, Melanie Long. Okay. All right, focus, Sarah. Okay. 8:14. Got it. Okay. So, Melanie, let me tell you what I see. 3 people come together for you for a collaboration. You're one of the 3. I don't think it's you and 3. I think it's one of the 3. That's what they tell me. And for you, this year is about a big transformation in your soul journey. So it's time for you to be in this collaborative energy of expressing yourself and joining like-minded vibrational beings and putting a message out into the world. So that would be great. So let us know, Melanie, but I do see a book collaboration, and the book goes out in, I kind of see it published, out and published April 2021, out and published in print. If you do an ebook, I kind of feel that's out by December to February. December of this year, February of next year. So yes, do the collaboration. I do see it. It's great. You know, we have a great class coming up, everybody, too. So join us Thursday night, 2/20/2020. We are doing a Create Abundance and Currency of Money class. I would love to see you. There is a coupon code. It's only $11. The reason why I do that is, you know, the material I give, if I were to go out into the marketplace, I know has a higher value than what I choose to charge here. Why do I do that? I want to do it because I want as many people to be a part of the experience and learn the tricks and the ways to create abundance, abundant living, and abundant life. So I do hope you join us for this Create Abundance class. It's going to be phenomenal. It is online. You can catch us live online. You will register. We will send you the link. If you're not local, you can be in any place in the world. You can watch it. Watch it after the fact if you can't watch it while it's live because maybe you're sleeping where you are. And if you want to come here in our center in West Palm, we sure would love to have you. I always love having a nice full house here and then looking and having all my peeps online like we do here. All right, who else do we have here?
Ooh, I'm going to Kelly Scott. Can you please send me a message from Spirit in regards to my love life? Will I be with my twin flame soon?
Oh, let's see. I think we want to tell you this, Kelly. You are in this really powerful energy of your soul. And your soul has been working very hard in the I want to reword that. I see the human side of you is working hard in manifestation. The soul is not working hard in manifestation. The soul knows what to do. But I feel as if you've been focusing your intention. I will tell you the Twin Flame collection will assist you because I feel as if there's something from the past relationship. I believe it was a relationship that you were in 2008 through 2009. There's something that you have to heal from a past relationship on or around the 2008, 2009 time. There's an emotional something, a scar, a wound, a disappointment, something that as we finally heal that aspect, which is actually rooted in something that will help you love yourself more, Kelly, because I feel like it hooked into childhood insecurity or misalignment, then you will find, Kelly, that you're able to attract that twin flame frequency. So there is twin flame love coming for you. You've got a little healing to do. Think about, ask yourself, who was I with in the time frame of 2008 into 2009? What was going on in the relationship? Was I feeling out of place? Was I not feeling wanted? Was I not feeling heard? What is the emotions around that experience? Was I trapped and afraid of abandonment or trapped and afraid to go because I didn't want to be alone? What were those experiences you were going through? Or had you just come out of something that was tumultuous or uncomfortable and you were kind of like a little puppy licking your wounds? Where are you in that experience and what have you still held on to that you need to let go? And you may say, but Sarah, I'm done with that. I forgot about that. Oh my God, you're talking about 12 years ago, girl. I'm done with that. But the emotions that it originally hooked into are still there. This is part of what we're holding on in the human psyche, the fragmentation that you have. So please go back, do some work. Yes, I see love. This year of 2020 is all about your soul, all about what you want to create, what you want to bring forth, and the journey, the purpose of who you've come to be. So Kelly, yes, 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 it's coming. Do a little more love, nurturing, honoring, forgiving, releasing, and you're on it, girl. You are. Thanks so much for your question. And give us some feedback on that timeline that we gave you, 2008-9. Always love feedback from you all. Thank you so much. I'd like to hear from you. Oh, I'm going to check I'm interested in my own class. Yes, I checked that. Okay, good.
Oh, someone favorited your shop on Etsy.
Well, good. Well, start with a favorite. That's good. I want to be a favorite in the shop in Etsy. Okay. Who else do we have?
I want to go to Sarah. I think it's Elarza.
Okay, Sarah, yes.
Sarah asks, I want to know if I should move to Massachusetts in April.
Well, first of all, if you're going to move to Massachusetts in April, thank God it won't be snowing, I don't think, but do we really want to move to Massachusetts? I can give you a whole list of reasons why you don't want to move to Massachusetts, but let me ask Spirit. Hold on. It's cold there. All right, let me see. I don't know where she's moving from, though, but... Okay, 9, 2... Okay, so did you move 4 years ago, or was there a did we move from one spot to another? Because I feel like there was a change in about 2016 in movement. Love some feedback on that from you. I see here that this year, especially if you've got a career opportunity, I would move to Massachusetts if there's a good career job opportunity. If this is going to expand your career, expand your horizons, that would be a great, because really this year is you've got to cement a lot of things in your career, a lot of things in that flow of your movement forward to the next level of career here. So if there's going to be a good job opportunity, it would be a great choice for you to do. So if you have an opportunity to move in April or something aligned with schooling, further studying, that will then back up your career, anything relying and connected to the next step in career that you can associate with the move to Massachusetts, then we get you a green light, go. Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3, I say go. Okay, thank you, Sarah. And when it snows, just come and visit Sarah Spiritual here in sunny South Florida, because it gets cold there. Don't know where you're coming from, but it's cold there, honey. Who else do we have?
I got Kazia Kate.
Yes.
She's wondering, will she be... I'm going to say W for that name because I'm going to butcher it.
Yeah.
Will she be W's wife in the future?
Okay. Let me see here. Will you still love me tomorrow? Okay, so let's see. You know, I see a very solid, grounded person here in Wojetek, something like that. Sounds close enough. Wojetek. So this man has a strong sense. He is a little bit particular, a little moody for you. So sometimes, even though he's grounded and connected in his own way, I feel like he kind of hems and haws about some things. There's a little uncertainty about himself. Will you be in the future? If I fast forward you to, and it's interesting here because for you, the changes that you have, this is the perfect year for you to dance yourself into relationship. It's really a perfect time for you to really connect in relationship. He's going to take a little bit longer to kind of get on track with that. So I'm going to take you into the 2021. You will have we're moving forward for marriage by February of 2021 or not. So a year from now, you will know if we can line everything up. Pay attention. I don't know how long you know this person because I feel like there's a connection, but I don't feel it as strong, which makes me feel as if the time spent has not been a long period of time. Pay attention to the different shades of personality, different moods within him, and make sure it's something that you want. Remember, I know you might want to get married, but we want to get married to the right person. But you'll know in the months to come. There's something about this that makes me feel like there's more we need to know about each other before this question can accurately match the free will choices that are before you. But it is in the realm of possibility. But I will tell you this. I will step out and tell you by 2022, you will be somebody's wife. I just don't know if he's the number one choice. That time is going to tell. You've got free will on this one. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
We are going to Laura Ann.
Laura Ann. Yes.
Laura Ann would like to know if she would be able to relocate closer to her grandchildren.
This year is a perfect year to make that change, Laura Ann. So if you can pull that off by November of this year, that would be great for you. And I'm going to take these cards here because I feel compelled to take out the mystical wisdom cards, which are beautiful. And one card just flew out, said face your fear. So I don't know what you're afraid of. Maybe you're afraid of the move, the change. Maybe you're afraid of work, being okay financially, whatever that fear is, that you may want to go to your grandchildren, but you're afraid of the change. They're telling me to tell you to face your fear. That's what the card is that just flew up. And we're going to take another card out for you. And legends, learn from those who inspire you. So get some inspiration here around you and use that to inspire you. And leadership, set your goals. So leadership here, the lion card, tells me for you to set your goals. So if you want to be closer to your grandchildren, feel the fear, do it anyhow. Listen to people who are inspirational to keep you in that right state or frame of mind, and then step out and walk your path. Be the lion, lead the way, be the leader, be the king of your castle, and lead the way and know that everything's going to work out for you. As our dear friend Esther Hicks, who channels Abraham, says, everything's always working out for me. So just tell yourself, I will be close to my grandchildren. By the end of 2020, everything's always working out for me. Thank you, Laura Ann, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
I want to go to Elma. Elma's got a question about her partner, Marco, asking, what do I need to do to understand my partner? He seems distant.
Well, part of that is where he's been. Coming out of the end of the year, I feel like he kind of went through his share of inner changes, inner turmoil. And I feel as if you are, how do I say this? The way they show it is it's almost like you get, you want more from him emotionally than he gives you. And so when you ask for it, he kind of pushes you away or shuts down. Give him his space to understand your partner, understand that he can get a little moody unnaturally. He is a man who thinks a lot, figures things out. He doesn't always see the glass half full. Sometimes he focuses on what needs to be fixed or changed. And so if we keep pointing out what's wrong to him, then that's where all his attention is going. So just allow him to be, let him know that you love him and support him. But I don't know, I just want to say don't crowd him. Don't be too clingy. Don't be too, I don't want to use the word needy because I know you're not coming from a place of neediness. But his distance is pulling out the insecurity, and it's translating on you're trying to hold him. Just kind of let go and trust that you give him the time to step into. If you ever watch people dancing, I have a dear friend and a student and a client. She's a dancer. She's a salsa dancer. And, you know, I love when they dance. And when he spins her out, and then she stops and she pauses, and it's almost as if then she spins in, or he walks to her to take her hand to then do the next move. You have to let him walk to you. You know, you're spun out, you're feeling distant, he's over there, you're over there, but we want to meet in the middle. But sometimes we need to let him do his move or his turn or his motion for you to spin back in. So let him come for you, let him summon you. Life is a dance. Romance is a dance. You've got to go with your partner. You've got to flow. And sometimes, you know, when they're holding you is just released, you have to kind of fall into it and kind of let yourself step out. And then when they spin you in and they kind of bring you in. When I used to study dance and I used to have a dance partner, he would spin me in, and he'd spin me in on my side, so my side would kind of meet him, and he'd kind of turn his body, and then he would tip, and he would tip me into him. It was one of those dance moves where I would just kind of lean into him, and all of my weight was against his leg or against his arm, and that was holding it. But it was really up to me to hold my posture and to hold my core was solid, and I could hold myself in one position. I had to stay that position and not move until he gave me that push for me to release and let my momentum of his push put me back up on my feet so we could do the next move. That's where you're at right now. It's a dance, and you just got to dance the part and just give him his space and let the music intensify and step back up so it could be more of a, well, I don't know, a little bit more of a cha-cha or something really hot and spicy. Thank you so much, Elma Flores. I hope that brings you some assistance and some clarity. Who else do we have here, Helena?
I want to go back to some love.
I'm going to take a drink of water here.
Oh, yeah. I have Andistra May Silverstone next, and Andistra is asking about her ex. They've been spending some more time together, and should they get back together?
I want you to take a look at what broke you up in the first place, because there's some things that still need to be healed or fixed or understood. You were good together. I'm not going to say you weren't good together. I see a lot of connection, but I also feel like in some way you made some excuses for him. We want to make sure that those things have been resolved. Remembering that the leopard does not change their spots, Andrista. So we're going to let the cards give us an answer here. I want to take a look and see what else we've got in this circumstance and condition. Let's see here. Got 2 cards. We're going to take a look and see what they have. And we are going to pull a romance card because I'm feeling we need some romance in this subject here. So before we pick up those mystic cards, I am going to, for you, pull out, Andrista, 2 romance cards. And I'm actually going to start with the romance cards first and see. The first one is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. There's some things we still need to heal and talk about. So you're spending time, we're hanging, we're in the good state, but as we continue to spend time, we have to have some heart-to-heart conversations. And also codependency. So what codependency is going on? What brought you back together? What was the codependency in the relationship? What wasn't healthy in the past? And what has brought us back together? Is there a codependent component to this experience that you're having now with him that is making it be that way, that we're back together and really in the end going to take us back to where we came from? And believe in your dreams. So getting back together with him, we don't want it to take it away from your dreams. And the mystic cards are also telling us that we have the dove, and the dove takes flight, and you want to take a leap of faith. You want to trust yourself, trust your inner knowing, and if you feel that you want to give it one more shot, take it in a leap of faith, but be sure to have these hard conversations. Remember I said I want to start with these love cards first because I wanted to make sure that we had the answer aligned with love, not just general. And so they're saying heart-to-heart conversations. Many of us do this. There's a codependent component of the relationship, and that keeps us coming back and intertwining our energy. Identify what that is, and then follow your dreams and take a leap of faith if you want to move forward in this. And if you don't want to move forward, trust that your dreams will lead you to the right next person, and take a leap of faith that you won't be alone and somebody else is coming. So this is truly a free will choice. Will you get back together? That's up to how this heart-to-heart conversation goes for you two. Keep us posted. I can't wait to hear this story unfold. You know, I've got, Helena, I remember I was telling you earlier, I've got a client. I have so many clients. I have about 7 or 8 clients now in the past few months who are telling me they're getting married based on what we said was going to happen, based on what Spirit had guided us to share with them to do, to help themselves heal, to attract love, based on them attracting a partner, that not being the right one, Spirit guiding them through the experience, what the reason was for that experience. You know, the whole process that we go through in life, Spirit is there assisting you on personal one-on-one sessions. So we have like, this actually is my 8th person who's getting married. I got an email or a text message the other day, and she said, "Hey, Sarah, do you do events?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do events." I'm like, "Tell me when, please." So luckily for me, it's in March, so there's time for me. She's getting married. I'm like, "Yay, she's getting married." And I remember, oh my God, I used to sit there and she was crying. Am I ever going to find someone? This one person broke my heart. Crying. I'm like, "Don't worry. You're going to get married. I see the babies. I see life. I see it all coming together." Cry. "Oh, what about this one? I thought you said I'm going to find love." "Don't worry. It's coming. Don't worry. We're just clearing out old energies." Finally. I'm like, thank you, Spirit. Let's make sure this happens. She meets someone last year. They're wonderful, connecting. And so now they're getting married in March. And so I get this email. She says, I'm getting married on this day. Are you free the night before for the rehearsal dinner? I would love if you would do readings for the people at the rehearsal dinner. I think it would be cool. I think that would be cool. So thank you, client who thought of me for that. I really appreciate that. Love being in there. I do hope to be invited to everyone's wedding. I will sing at the wedding too. And if there's room for Helena, I'll take her too. We would love to come to your wedding and cheer you on.
I'm a good backup singer.
You're a great backup singer. Yes, indeed. We're going to practice. We're going to practice this. We've got to do that filming for that online class. But after we get that done, like we only had a year to do it. Now we're in crunch time. But nothing like us putting it off to the end. Once we do our class, we'll work on a song and we'll wow everybody. We got to get my keyboard in here too, Helena.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So
I could see us doing like the show tunes or like the Great American Songbook. Oh.
We'll have fun. Okay. Who else do we have, Helena?
I want to go to Gina Ryan. Gina Ryan would like to know if her spirit guides have any good advice for her because things are really good and then really not so good.
Okay, so here's the best part of really good, really not so good. You're cleaning out, clearing out. You're going through metamorphosis, Gina. And I feel as if you are wobbling in this energy because there's a part of you that's not quite lining up to what it is you want and how you want it to be. And I want you to be a little clearer in what you feel you're worthy of, what your feelings are around it, and your specificity with the room for the universe to kind of modify to a higher version of what you want because we never give ourselves the perfect version. So I would say to you, Miss Gina Ryan, that at this time you are wiping the slate clean. By the time we get to the end of March, this wobble of we're 1 step forward, 2 steps back, think I'm dancing, 3 steps forward, wow, I'm making momentum, 2 steps back, really didn't get very far, what is going on? Oh my God, I'm confused. 3 steps forward, cha-cha-cha, 1 step back, la-la-la. Oh, now I just went back 5 steps. I didn't get anywhere. Whatever that feeling is that you are experiencing, I want you to understand that you are kind of getting things back in order. You've been in a wobble within yourself since 2018. End of 2017, actually, to 2018. So take a look at what was going on in your life at the end of 2017, 2018. They make me feel as if at that time we went through transition. We never really kind of got ourselves back on track. And so this wobble's been up in the air, and it's become more pronounced, more noticeable recently. So thank you, Gina Ryan, for your Facebook question. Trust the universe has your back, all right? Thank you. How are we doing? Did anybody take that Etsy challenge for us? I know they favored it, but anybody make that Etsy purchase?
Not that I can tell yet.
Oh, well, we might put a clock on this one.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see. Okay. Who else do we have here before we go, Helena?
I got Kathleen Lazo.
She's in a lot of pain, right?
Yeah, she was asking about her head and neck, and I believe last time we talked about TMJ possibly being a source as well.
Yeah, you know, Kathleen Lazo, I really want to send you to my friend Kim Skokin. We'll put her phone number in. I want to put her phone number in the feed here. It's cool. We're good. It's all right. 703-975-6314. Kim Skokin is a naturopath. I absolutely adore her work. She is someone who has a machine that can scan you and work with you and align you to a better frequency for your body and make these tinctures that you can use. She can give you a patch or something that you put under your tongue. It's really powerful. I feel like you need some assistance outside what you've done. And even if you say, oh, I think I did something like that, if you haven't sat across from Kim Skokin for anything that's going on in your body, anything that needs realignments, if you're having trouble sleeping, if you're having pain in your body, if you're having digestive issues, if your hormones are out of balance, if you're having some emotional moodiness, if you're having sugar or blood pressure problems, the work of Kim is absolutely amazing. She takes scientific solutions and integrates it with the latest technology and realigns your body. Fabulous. I recommend her to anyone and everyone in this feed. I think it's powerful. So do give her a call, text her, say, hey, Kim Skokin, SarahSpiritual sent me, and I'm having trouble in this part of my body, or this is a concern of mine. Her machine will scan you, tell you everything. There's all these different scans she can run. Everything that's going on in your body. She'll tell you what you're allergic to you didn't know about, what minerals are out of whack, if there's some toxins or heavy metals in your body. She'll determine that. She'll find out if there's mold around you that you're not aware of. She will take you through it all and really help you in this path. I had a client who's also a student of mine. She was here at a metaphysical day, and she came for a reading. And Kim was also here at the metaphysical day doing her scans right here in the center. And so I'm sitting across from this Donna, and so Donna and I are talking. And in the readings, you know, she's saying she's not feeling well, and we're talking about it. And I go to Spirit, and Spirit says she has mold. And she's telling me I have bronchitis. I said, no, it's not bronchitis. It might have shown itself as bronchitis, but you have mold in your body, and that's why you're out of alignment. And she goes, well, Sarah, there's no, I go, I'm telling you, Spirit said mold. I said, watch this. I'm going to bring you to Kim, and I want you to sit down. Don't say a word to Kim. Tell her you're having upper respiratory issues, and ask her to scan you and tell you what it is. If it's only bronchitis, her machine's going to tell you, bam, it's bronchitis. What does the machine tell her? She has mold. And Kim and I did not talk. It's just Spirit knows, and sometimes we need the printout, but what Kim has is the medical solution holistically. She's a homeopath, a naturopath. She gives you that extra push so that you can help yourself holistically, as opposed to going down the traditional medicine path, because it's not always necessary. I applaud medical science. I'm grateful for it. It serves a great purpose, but there are other ways to take care of our bodies, and we want to educate ourselves. So Kathleen Lasso and anyone else who's going through some unexplained illness or something you haven't been able to solve, please call Kim Skokin. Really hone into your connection with her and allow her. She'll meet you here at the center. If you're not local, she'll do it remotely. She'll tell you how she can scan you remotely. She'll send you a kit. You send it back to her. Easy peasy. Get her done. It's going to make a big difference. Who else do we have? I think Kim has to pay me for that commercial. Lord!
I want to go to, oh my goodness, we got Danielle Thomas.
Okay.
She said a close friend had passed away. She doesn't know his birthday, but she knows that he was 35. And in the past few weeks, he's been coming through a lot with feelings through dreams and flashbacks. There's something that she might be missing.
First of all, he knows that you miss him, and one of the things is that because you're connected, he just wants you to know he's okay, and he's closing up some karmic connections with people. He's also connecting, according to this card, with passion to your heart. I know he was a friend, but there was a deep connection between the two of you, and I feel as if he's giving you evidence of the other side, and you have your mind set on him. And let me explain to everyone here, because this is a great teaching tool. You actually, Danielle Thomas, opened up a really powerful, powerful opportunity for me to explain something to you all. When we cry, lament, worry, have off feelings about our loved ones who've crossed over, we miss them, we're sad, we're disconnected, we push the connection away. When you are in sorrow and they're in light, love, and joy, there's no connection. When you are in contentment, knowing, I understand we miss them physically, but when you are in contentment, knowing that they're okay and that they're still connected to you and that they're eternal and their eternal part of their soul is eternally connected to you and that they're in a higher realm and that they can be of assistance, service, and connected to you. And when you begin to know that in the core of your being, you can make a connection. So Danielle Thomas may be experiencing these flashbacks that this young man's or this man's own relatives are not experiencing, because they are busy shut down in fear and crying and worry and upset and disappointment, all natural human emotions. But when you become the impersonal observer, you're not attached to it emotionally where it's really controlling you and you can still be open to the flow of spirit, that's who they'll come to. There was a community right here in South Florida, And there's a school in Loxahatchee, Seminole Ridge. And there was like a soccer team, and all these different people were on the soccer team. And there was this young girl who was driving to work. I guess she was stopped while she was driving. She was putting makeup on or something, and she unfortunately hit a tree and died. So she was a member of the soccer team. This is about, time's going by so quickly, but I'm going to imagine it feels like it was about 4 years ago. And so here she is, she's passed. The whole school is mourning, everyone's mourning, and they're having a service at the school. And it's a Thursday. There's a service going on in school. I don't know the girl. I didn't even know the girl died. I know nothing about the story. This is the back end. So here I am. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. A young lady comes in for a reading. I'm giving her her reading, and I am feeling, I'm not attached, I know nothing, the presence of a young girl who died unexpectedly. She wants everyone to know she's okay. She didn't suffer. She's talking about her journal. I mean, I'm getting this whole blue-on informational download and feeling her energy. And it's persistent. And I'm like, and in my knowing, I know that this girl across from me didn't lose her best friend. This girl across from me didn't lose her sister. I don't know who this girl is who's coming in. So finally, in the middle of the reading, I have to stop and I say, listen, like, listen to this. I've got a girl who, and I start describing what I've got, and she tells me she just passed and that everyone is really upset and she wants them to know she's okay. The girl in front of me bursts out crying, hysterical. And she's like, oh my God, I wasn't friends with her. I knew her, but I wasn't really friendly with her. We were on the soccer team together, but I didn't really know her. I didn't really spend time with her. And right now, at this minute, they're having a service for her. And everyone's there. And I said, when you leave here, you need to go tell her mother that she's okay. And then I gave her another piece of evidence of something she wanted her to go tell her mother. Now, I'm going to tell you that the spirit world knows where you are at all times. Your loved ones know where you are at all times. And they are connected to you always. So that girl, in her energetic being, in the frequency she was at, in her transition, because she had just passed suddenly, she was aware of heaven, and she was aware of what was going on in earth. And in her awareness, she was aware that someone who wasn't shutting off her energy with sorrow and pain was going to be seeing someone else, who was me, who could relay the message. So she made sure energetically she stayed attached to her energetic frequency so that she could come into the center with her and stand right next to me and be persistent energetically, prompting me to say what I said, so that everyone who is hysterically sobbing in the community would know that she's okay. So that's why Danielle Thomas, he's going to come to you. He wants you to know, and everyone else to know, that he's okay. Remember, everyone, the song Spirit wrote. Don't you cry, don't you hide. You've got to live your life, even though you don't see me. I'm right here. I'll be holding your hand and walking with you, though you can't see me. Oh, I'm here. Oh, don't you cry, 'cause I didn't die. I am here with you, right by your side. Don't you miss me? And then the song goes on. Notice what they gave us. Remember, Helena, we wrote that live on Facebook when we did a show from my piano at my house. They don't die. They're always connected with us, and they are in the oneness with us, and they're not dead. I mean, they're dead to the physical experience. The human body is past, but they are as connected to you, as aligned with you, as in love with you, as feeling with you as they were when they were here. They don't have the same human emotions, but they feel the love, they feel the connection, they feel the flow of energy between the two of you. So it's such a powerful connection when they go on the other side. So those of you who feel this sorrow and things, don't worry. They're all right, and you just need to heal and get used to, which is difficult, I'll tell you, I know. We've all lost people. It's not easy to not have them here. We want them here. We're used to it. I'm used to talking to that person. They would always have the answer. They were my go-to person, and now I don't have them. Who do I go to? You can still go to them. You just need to realign and readjust how you hear them and connect with them. Well, Danielle Thomas, you're going to be our final question for tonight because that was a great question. I really hope it brought a lot of love and light to many others who are missing someone here. Please know that I am going to go in here to the feed. We're going to make sure it's all good. Helena, any adjustments, make them now. We're going to go into the feed later on throughout the week. I've got a busy week. I got classes I'm teaching. I do hope you join us Thursday, but I'm going to do my best to pop in today, tomorrow, answer some questions in the feed. Join us Wednesday nights, 6 to 8 p.m. WWNN. Watch us here on Facebook, live on national radio. You can listen to me on iHeart. We'll put the link in the feed for you who want to hear the show. Do me a favor, really do this for me. Share the page. Share the fact that we're on live on the radio. If what we do is of support to you and you want to make a donation, we are here. It's Elena's day off. It's my day off. We are here because we want you to know someone cares and that you count to us. And we are here supporting, giving you week after week service for free. Wednesday nights are free with a very high cost associated with it. We, of our own cost, make sure that all of you have this. So if any of you can, make a donation here. And our PayPal link, we'll give it to you here. Please do that. Please support us. Everything that you do and you send our way just helps us get the lights, buy the new equipment, keep us going, helps keep the radio executives off my back so we can keep going because, you know, it's big business to them and we're just little people trying to help each other with big hearts, little people with big hearts, trying to make sure that everybody knows that they're not alone because as you know, who know my story, if it wasn't for the kindness of strangers, I don't know where I would be today. So I want to be that kind stranger to you. I want to be that hand up when you're falling on the path. I want to kind of help be the light to shine it on the dark path so you know which way to go. I want to be sure to assist you in the journey. That's why I do what I do. I do what I do because I love it. I am passionate about it. I believe that I am being led by God. I don't have any doubt about that. I know that I'm here to guide you and make sure you follow your free will, here to develop your own intuition, your own abilities, to teach you that you've got the power in you to share the gifts, whatever those gifts are. We all have different gifts. I know that the year started excited but a little weird. Don't worry, everything will be fine this year. You've just got to be true to yourself. I want you to know who you are, be centered. Mercury Retrograde is kind of in motion. So Mercury Retrograde book will be very useful for you. If you want our dragon, we'll get more dragons in. Kind of give us a call. Visit us. Not all the products of dragons and things are on our online. You can visit SarahSpiritual.com to learn about my products that I do create. Anything that you see or anything you want to know if we have, just call our store at 561-682-0955. We've got candles, crystals, angels, jewelry, spiritual bath sprays, books, herbs. We've got quite a bit. We're going to be working on our online presence a bit more. And hey, if you are on Etsy, even if you don't buy our Etsy giveaway here, you order your Etsy, we're going to throw in your abundance bath and your mist with our twin flame order. So if you want to order the twin flame kit, know that we're going to stand by you and we're going to send you 2 extra products with shipping. It's only $35 for the kit on the Etsy. Here in the center, it's $29.95. We would love for you to pick up your kit and join us here in person. Follow my Etsy, favorite my page, share my page, follow my Instagram. Come on, everyone. Let's band together. Let's share. Let's like. Let's support each other. My students are stepping out. I hope you step into the energy to be my next student so that we can teach you how to promote yourself and how to step into your own authenticity, your independence, and have your own journey, your own business, your own life of your dreams. We support your dreams. I thank you for your support. I'm so honored to be here with you tonight. Happy Mercury Retrograde. day 1 down. We've only got, I don't know, 20 more to go. God bless you, everyone. Thank you so much. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
Take my hand and walk with me so we can go where we'll be free and we will see the world differently, where one heart can go. Look beyond the years gone by and all the pain that passed us by, and we will be together, you and I. And when you look out to the sky, remember love can pass you by, and it's time to look beyond the years you lost. Everyone has a story. Everyone feels the pain. Everyone has been hurt before, but love can be the open door. So look at me now and open up and let the words come sure enough that you can feel just what you want to say to me, and let the day take us where we want it to be, so that we can see a way to go from here. We have all had the time to make amends for wrongs of time, but now's the time to go and open love's door forever, and open it to see a world differently, so we will be standing in love's open door. Love's open